What's up, everyone? Welcome back. All right, so doing some Splatoon3 for you guys today. Should give you guys a couple fair warnings in advance, or I guess really just one. Yesterday when I was starting to fall asleep or whatever, I noticed my throat was starting to bug me, so I might be starting to come down with something, which would kind of explain why during yesterday's recording session I was kind of just feeling a little bit off. I wasn't kind of feeling it. It ended up being a shorter recording session than usual anyway, but yeah, yesterday when I was working on some... Well, actually, for you guys, it wouldn't have been yesterday, but I was working on some Nurse Love Obsession, which is my main playthrough project that I'm working on right now. Yeah, I was kind of feeling a bit off during that recording session. And then last night when I was going to bed, I was turning on some TV. I was watching some Cheers or whatever. Cheers is a great show, by the way. If you guys have never watched it, it's fucking hilarious. But, yeah, I was watching some of that or whatever, and I noticed as I was kind of falling asleep or whatever, I'm like, damn, my throat's kind of bugging me. And I thought it was just dry or something, because I had passed out for a little while, then woke up and realized my throat was hurting. I'm like, maybe I was just, like, breathing through my mouth or whatever. Maybe my throat was just dry or whatever, but even after drinking, like, water and stuff, which usually works for making that not hurt anymore, it was still kind of hurting, and I'm like, oh shit, this might be a problem. So I might be starting to come down with something. Kind of sucks, just is what it is. I still feel all right for now, not perfect obviously, but yeah, I still feel all right for now. I'm really hoping I don't come down with something, because if I miss out on next week's recording session, that'll suck, because before I really start potentially thinking about a career change, which I might be doing coming up, I at least want to finish this next playthrough, or this current playthrough project that I'm working on. I want to have all my playthrough projects wrapped up, and then beyond that, just work on some pick up and play games for you guys and shit. And I'm going to try to get a little bit better about working on some of those, just getting some more content with commentary done for you guys, because again, if I do end up switching careers and it does end up being the career switch that I think it's going to be, I will have, like, literally no time to record videos with commentary for you guys, which will be unfortunate, but it'll be because I would have pretty much the exact same schedule as my, or the exact same work schedule as my dad, and as you guys know, again, for various logistical reasons, I only ever do content with commentary when my dad is not home, so, again, just kind of the nature of the beast at this point. Not really much I can do about that. But I need to focus on my own personal life, and obviously I need to be able to make money to keep the lights on here in this studio, and that don't come cheap when you take into account equipment expenses for all these games and shit. So, because again, keep in mind, y'all, like, pretty much for the most part, like 99.9999999% of what you guys see on this channel is 100% legit. Which, my math there was fucking spectacular. But anyway, yeah, no, everything I do on this channel is legit. Like, legit shit on legit systems. Again, the only thing you can make the argument for that's not entirely legit is the Hyperkin Retron 5 that I use to play Game Boy Advance games. Well, technically Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. You could argue that that's technically not legit because it is a third-party system that can play those games, but again, you still have to have the original games and actually put them into the system. So, it still delivers an authentic gaming experience, in my opinion. But yeah, literally beyond that, everything else you guys see me do on this channel is 100% legit. So, yeah. And for the most part, I buy all physical games. There are some circumstances where I don't buy physical games here or there, like some of those projects that you guys have seen me do, like some of those non-commentary playthrough projects that you guys have seen me do. Some of those games I do get digitally or whatever, but much beyond that, again, pretty much everything you guys see me do here, I have like a physical disc or cartridge that I put into an actual physical system. So, yeah. Wasn't easy. Spent fucking literally my entire life building up this fucking collection, and I think it's pretty fucking cool, and I hope you guys appreciate that too. But, yeah, it's been fun, but it's certainly been costly, that's for sure. But hopefully it's been worth it for you guys, for sure. So, Yeah. Although coming up here, I might have to go into saving mode because the government just kind of screwed me on taxes this year. Somehow, like, and I don't want to get into the exact numbers of, like, how much I make on a yearly basis. All I can say is that it ain't much. It really ain't much. I can tell you guys that much. I do not make very much money. And I spend probably too much of it on, like, video games and shit. But, yeah, they fucking screwed the shit out of me on taxes this year. I owe, like, somehow, even though the government steals, like, a third of my paycheck every fucking week, I still end up owing fucking $800 for taxes this year, which I've never actually owed them more money than I've gotten back, which is honestly kind of fucking horse shit. But, you know, welcome to Joe Biden's America. Hopefully it won't be Joe Biden's America by the time I get around to uploading this shit. But at the time I'm actually sitting down and recording this, it's still Joe Biden's America, and it sucks a fucking cock. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much about how taxes work or any of that bullshit. I'm definitely no expert, but it just sucks. Sucks a nut. So that's kind of a big blow to me. Obviously, I could do without having to give an additional 800 fucking stupid-ass dollars to the government. Be better off just fucking burning that money. That would do more to fight inflation than the government's done in the past, well, let's just say my entire goddamn fucking lifetime. Never really seen the prices of anything go down drastically, except for gas here or there, I will admit. It seems to be whenever there's a Republican president that the price of gas goes down. Or at least that was certainly, I mean, I don't remember the Bush years a whole lot. I remember gas was not great under Obama. I remember that. But then Trump got in, and fuck, we had, for a while here in Illinois, by the way, I live in Illinois, where they tax the living butt fucking shit out of everything. Like, even in Illinois, the gas was under $2 a gallon for a while, and that was fucking crazy shit. And I was still working at the restaurant back then. I filled up my car maybe fucking like once a month. It was fantastic. And every time I did, fucking like... Yeah, of course, back then I was driving the Sentra. I had a 2002 Nissan Sentra back then. That thing was pretty decent on gas. Of course, nowadays I got my gas-guzzling 2003 Chevy Malibu with its fucking fat-ass 3.1-liter V6 engine, so it burns a bit more gas than my Sentra did. But I had to get rid of my Sentra because of the government. Imagine that, because, oh, your car doesn't pass safety, or not safety, it doesn't pass emissions standards or whatever, because I'm going to fucking destroy the planet with my one little fucking Nissan Sentra. Fucking cockwad motherfuckers. Because I would have held on to that car. I mean, granted, it was getting to the point where I would have had to fix so much shit on it that it wouldn't have been worth it anyway. But if I had been able to hang on to that car for a little while longer and fucking just run it into the ground, basically, before buying a new car, I could have saved up more fucking money. But no, the government has to fucking screw us over on every fucking turn. I'm sorry, you guys. I know what some of you guys are saying down in the comment section. Multi-step, for fuck's sakes. Would you quit going on long-winded rants about the government? And the answer to that question is probably no, because my ADHD ass just can't fucking help it. I hate the government. I hate them so fucking much. They are pointless and they serve no valid purpose, and the government should just be abolished, and we should start from scratch because they fucking screw me out of my hard-earned money in every fucking step of the way. At every fucking step of the way. They steal a third of my fucking paycheck every week to pay for fucking illegals who just want to come here and take advantage of our fucking system of, here's a bunch of free fucking shit for no good fucking reason. Like, how about we only give money to people who actually, I don't know, maybe contribute fucking something to society? Maybe contribute something to this country? I mean, fuck, I'll admit, I don't have a career job at the moment. But I still work 2 different jobs. I still do something. I pay into the system, but these motherfuckers who don't even pay into the system should just be given a bunch of free shit? Fuck you. You want the system to help you, you should have to pay into it. That's how it should work. If we're going to have a system like that, which I don't even think we should. I think people should just be responsible for their own fucking shit. What a concept. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit's so fucked in this country. But I really hope by the time I'm uploading this video, we have a president that is not Joe Biden. Because if we do, we're fucked. We're fucked. We are bent over a barrel and fucked in the ass with a cactus, man. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I cannot fathom how the government spends an entire year stealing a third of my paycheck and now they want more money from me. It'd be one thing if taxes actually went to government programs that, like, actually helped working class Americans instead of screwing people over. Like, I'm trying to do shit right. Like, I make an honest paycheck. I go to work. I contribute something of worth to society. I mean, even in my own little way. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. But no, hardworking Americans be damned, man. You're better off being a lazy, fat fucking piece of shit and just taking advantage of the system. Why wouldn't you? I'm the stupid one. I'm doing things the right way. I'm the fucking stupid one. Fuck me. Yep. It's the American dream, motherfuckers. Alright, sorry. I could rant for days about that, but that's not why we're here. We're here to play some Splatoon 3, so let's fucking do that. Anyway, we just had the most recent Splatfest. It was, musical Splatfest. We had drums versus guitar versus keyboards, which are all great instruments, by the way, so I don't really care much about the results of this Splatfest. I mean, it'll be nice to see, but again, drums, guitar, keyboard, all of those instruments are fucking stellar. I love them. Obviously, I'm a drummer, but which is why I went with Team Drums, or I should say more accurately a percussive specialist, I should say, but not necessarily a drum set player. But I mean, I can play a little bit of set, but not super great. But still, that's why I went with drums. Did drumline in high school and all that shit. It was awesome. Alright. Okay, drums had the most conch shells. Fuck yeah, alright. Most votes. I am curious on this one. If I had to guess, I would assume guitar. Yeah. Alright, Clout, let's go. Man, I really shouldn't be pushing my voice as much because my throat's bugging me. Oh, wow, okay. So fucking... yeah, keyboards killed it for Clout. It's probably going to be keyboards. Yeah. So keyboards win it. Again, like I said, there's not a single one of these instruments that I dislike, so yeah, job well done by Team Keyboard. Don't fret. I see the joke there. Ha! Ain't that the truth? Man, when I was in drumline, we had these, like, marching snares that had, like, Kevlar drum heads. And so, like, doing rim shots, which is where you hit the drum head and the side, or the rim of the drum at the same time, rim shots would literally sound like gunfire. It was awesome. So, like, anytime there was, like, an accented note, it's just fucking rim shot, man. Sometimes we'd literally just do rim shots, just fucking because, just to be as obnoxious as humanly possible. That's fucking awesome. Alright, current battle stages. Undertow Spillway and Sturgeon Shipyard, alright. Alright, don't really care about any of that crap. Alright, so yeah, those were the results. So, again, a job well done by all those who fought for Team Keyboards. Y'all did a great job. I feel like our team was kind of a little bit iffy off and on. I feel like we probably lost more matches, or at least for me personally, I probably lost more matches than I won. But towards the end, I feel like I was kind of getting my shit together a little bit. I was kind of getting on a roll a little bit. I feel like the last several matches, I was like top of my team half the fucking time at least. So, as far as coverage is concerned, of course. But yeah, and that whole, like, that threw me off, too. That was the other thing that threw me off with this Splatfest was the whole fizz bang thing. Like, I was like, I saw that at first, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then there was a prompt on the screen that said, press A to throw fizz bangs or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I tried it, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's something. I don't think they really made that big of a difference. I got, like, maybe, like, the entire Splatfest, like, a kill here or there. I mean, it's a good distraction, I guess. I don't know if they're going to add that during regular Turf Wars or not, but I thought it was an interesting addition. At first, I'm kind of like, I don't know. It feels like this is a little bit too cluttered. I feel like they're actually doing too much with the game. But the more and more I got into it, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm all right with this fizz bang thing. I'm like, all right, these are kind of good for getting people to back off, especially if you're running low on ink or whatever. It's a good thing to fall back on, or it's a good thing to go on the offensive and put somebody else on the defensive. So I thought they overall added an interesting dynamic. So, yeah. All right, now I do believe that during the last Splatfest I did get a couple of Sheldon tickets, so I might be showing off some new weaponry here. But first, I want to see if there's any interesting clothing. Oh, that's interesting. Inksaver main. See how that looks. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of that, honestly. Kind of looks a little weird, so I'm probably going to change out of that. Yeah, not a huge fan of the way that looks. Oh, okay, I'll get those. I usually get anything that has Inksaver main or Inksaver sub, because I like to usually run 2 Inksaver mains and 1 Inksaver sub. Okay. So let's change out of that. Go to that. These are interesting shoes. I'm not sure they're really better than these ones, though. They're not bad. They might work with a different outfit, but I'm going to stick with these for now. Stick with my basic multi-step look. Got that kind of rugged look going on with the classic safari hat or jungle hat, which I've been wearing since the original Splatoon. It's a multi-step classic look, no doubt. Of course, this iteration of my character, but again, a bit more of a rugged look, but I like it. Got that like shirt with the scarf. Pretty basic shoes. Can't really go wrong with basic white shoes. So, yep, she's still looking good overall, I'd say. That being said, let's check out weapons. Okay, I have 4 Sheldon tickets. Okay, that should work. New Squiffer, alright. Recycled Brella 24 Mark 1, okay. I think that's a new weapon. Huh. It'll keep you safe. Probably. That does sound interesting. Oh, okay. Another variation of that weapon. Dreadringer D. As in D's nuts. Okay, so another variation of the Dreadringer. Alright. Custom E-Leader 4K. Alright. Douser Doolies. I think that's a new one. Huh. Foil Flings a Roller. Okay, so another variation of the Flings a Roller. Alright. Gloogadoolies Deco. Okay. Another variation of the Gloogadoolies. Custom E-Leader 4K Scope. The Nautilus 79. Another variation of the Nautilus. Custom Explosher, okay. Oh, the ballpoint Splatling, okay. Haven't played with one of those yet. At least, maybe I did during the original Splatoon 3 test fire or something, but much beyond that, I don't think I have. Okay, and a ballpoint Splatling Neveo, alright. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that looks interesting. Yeah, Douser Doolies. Ballpoint. So we got some choices here. I think the first one I'm going to unlock will be this one, the Recycled Brella. I'm kind of interested to see how this one works. All right. Let's see here. That does fire off fast. Fires off fast, but it seems to recover fast, too. Interesting. Alright, Sturgeon Shipyard. Pretty familiar map. One that returned from Splatoon 2, so... yeah, let's do it. Let's get this fucking party started. Yeah, I'm always usually the guy who covers the home base. Which I'm fine with that. I mean, if people want to pass up on all these free points, that is certainly their prerogative. Me personally, though, I like to get all the fucking points I can. Ah, shit. I can see the shadow of, like, the crane moving. That's interesting. Never noticed that before. Mostly because I play this game mostly during Splatfests, actually, so I'm more used to the Splatfest versions of these stages, honestly. Weirdly enough. I know for other people who play this game regularly, it's probably the exact opposite. I'm just gonna screw with this sniper. Ah, shit. Nice! Nice. I think we smoked him. Oh, hell yes. I was definitely not the best person on my team that time. But, yeah. I mean, I was using a new weapon, too, so I have that excuse to work with as well. Yeah, not bad, though, for my first outing. 769. Definitely not too atrocious, I would say. At least by my standards, anyway, which ain't saying much, but still. Yeah. 0 kills, 0 deaths. Did what needed to be done there. So, yeah, good shit. I like that weapon, though. I've always been a fan of the Brella weapons. That one's definitely no exception. I like it. May not provide the best protection, but at least it's something, and it fires quickly and recovers quickly. So it's got that going for it. So, yeah, pretty solid weapon all around, for sure. Looking forward to having many more matches with it. All right, well, either way, folks, that'll do it for that one. So stay tuned for the next Turf War. Until then, peace out.